Hello, Jackal! I was looking at Reddit, some of the posts about DaVinci Resolve and issues that users had, how to solve them, and most of the answers pointed them in one direction. One of them was the DaVinci Resolve training guide, which they have a lot of training videos on, so the different pages, so you have the edit page, color page, the Freelight page, Fusion page, and then you also have a bunch of training books. Now for people that just want a straight answer, this is not a solution because they would have to, take a look at a bunch of PDFs, even videos. So that got me thinking, what about ChatGPT? Does ChatGPT know anything about DaVinci Resolve? And the answer is, yes it does, to some extent. If you just ask it something that is very basic, you will most likely get an answer that also works in DaVinci Resolve, but otherwise you will have some issues. So that got me thinking that ChatGPT is a model that has a bunch of data, but people actually use their own data. So has someone done something about using the training material and provided ChatGPT with that? And the answer is yes. This is the Resolve body that I found. It was made by Tony Allen. You have some short instructions on what to do and how to use it, but if you go to the files, you will actually see that it was made using DaVinci Resolve 18, so Freelight Audio, Colorist, Beginner Guide, and all of the others, so 10 PDFs in total. Now the question is, how much does Resolve body actually know, and how can you add it to your ChatGPT? Well, first you actually have to sign in. You will see on the top left, it's open sidebar in case it is closed, and you will see the Explore GPTs option. Simply click on it, and you will get a bunch of GPTs, so you can select from what you want. In this specific case, we want DaVinci Resolve. So let's see what it finds, and it does find a bunch of them, even the one that I found online. Now if you want the latest, it would be this one, Resolve 19 reference, that uses the DaVinci Resolve 19 manual. So maybe we can click on this one, and you can start chatting. And also I see they have a Fusion 19 reference manual as well, or a different type of GPT that uses Fusion 19 reference as the basis for the communication. So we can now start chatting. Maybe a good test is how to color match a footage. Now one thing that you have to know about AI is actually not smart, it is stupid.
You are stupid! You are stupid! And don't forget, you are stupid!
Why do I say that? Well, if we take a look at all of the files, so in this case 10 files, probably hundreds and hundreds of pages. Now a human knows everything, in this case what is inside the PDFs, if you have actually looked at them. But a GPT or AI will take one PDF, split it into a bunch of sections. By default it is 1000 characters, and that means that maybe this PDF consists of, let's say, 50 sections. This one consists of maybe 20 sections. So it has a bunch of sections, but it doesn't know what each section has. So it has to go into each section one by one until it finds the context that in this case would match what I have asked it. And then it would return that result. Now let's see what ChatGPT output. Now I most likely didn't show this with colored shirts, so we'll skip that step and go with this one. So since it said I can use a bunch of clips, I will do just that. Use a bunch of clips. and see what it will do with those clips. So I have in a bunch of clips. And maybe I want this kind of mood. So we'll go to the color page, which it didn't mention. So we command click or shift click to select one or more clips you want to match. And then you choose reference, right click the reference clip and select shot match to this clip. So let's just go into the edit page, right click on this one. Do we have this option? We do not. So let's go into the color page. We will select all of the clips, which we cannot, as you can see. Can go to clips, select the clips in this way. That is what we can do. Then right click on the clip that I want, which would be this one, and shot match to this clip. So this option is in. It was missing some instructions. And now it did something, so it matched all of the clips to this one. How did it do? I think it did decently. So all of them have purplish tint applied to them, just like this one had. Now the last step would be to refine the results, shot match. We'll adjust the selected clips to match the reference, review and make additional manual adjustments if necessary. And then we have some best practices. We'll skip this one since we didn't have the color match palette, we just had a bunch of shots. Use normalized clips for best results. Log encoded clips should be normalized using DaVinci Color Management before applying shot match. So this should be mentioned beforehand, so you don't just do the application as I have done, and avoid applying shot match to clips with existing node adjustments, as this could lead to unpredictable results. And this is also something that should have been mentioned beforehand. Now in this case, the DaVinci Resolve ChatGPT model, well, not model, just the dataset that was provided using DaVinci Resolve 19 reference manual. This ChatGPT does provide decent results, but it is missing some steps that could be improved and also a little bit better explained. For example, how to use normalized clips. Even so, you can still ask this question, so maybe I'll do that. Just copy this. How to, then see if we get anything or if the question would have to be a little bit more human readable. So this is exactly what I wanted. Maybe this could have been explained a little bit better beforehand, so you actually know why you had to do the normalization before using the shot match, but that is also the downside of using AI, because it only has a limited section of the characters that it can look at. Unlike someone else that knows all of these PDFs and, in this case, color grading by heart, they would know every step of the way and just point you in the right direction. But also in that case, that person has to take their time to write something down, and that is also the reason why most of the Reddit questions don't get the exact answers, but are pointed to the training manual, because this does teach and cover everything. Well, mostly when it comes to fusion and custom expressions, well, that is still a pain in the butt. And if the information is lacking and not available in the PDF, well then any kind of ChatGPT and a model based on the data, like this, will also not know anything else than what is provided. That's it for this video. I hope you're successful on your journey to learning video editing or anything else that you may want to do. This is just one tool available to you, and I bet we'll get more tools available to us to make our jobs easier. I wish you a happy and productive new year, and also wish to see you in the next video.